In the dead of night, the forest turned into a battlefield. A desperate mother fought for her child, while a pack of bloodthirsty wolves closed in. But what happened next shocked even the rescuers who arrived too late. The night was alive with the whisper of danger. Cold wind brushed across the valley, carrying the faint scent of blood. The moon hung low, pale and distant, lighting the meadows in silver streaks. A cry shattered the stillness. It was deep trembling, the sound of a mother in terror. From the edge of the forest, shadows moved. Their eyes glowed like burning coals. The wolves had come, 10 of them, sleek and starved, teeth glinting under the moonlight. Their growls rumbled through the darkness, echoing against the cliffs. In the middle of the open field stood a mother cow. Her body trembled, but her stance was firm. Her calf was behind her, barely able to stand on its thin legs. She knew what was coming. The wolves circled slowly, fangs bared, tails twitching with hunger. A gust of wind swept through the grass. The mother cow stamped the earth, snorting. She was not ready to die. The wolves lunged. She swung her horns wide, catching one across the ribs. A snarl turned to a yelp of pain. Another wolf darted in from behind, teeth snapping at her hind leg. She kicked back hard. The impact cracked like thunder. The wolf rolled away, whining, dust flying in the moonlight. But more came. Too many. Their movements were fast, precise, merciless. They leapt and snapped, claws scraping, fangs flashing. The mother cow bellowed, a deep cry of fury and fear. From a distance, a light flickered. It was faint at first, then brighter. Headlights. The rescue team was on patrol. Furkitum. Inside the jeep, Officer Malik gripped the steering wheel tight. He squinted into the darkness. "There!" he shouted. The beam of the searchlight swept over the field, revealing chaos. "A go! Go!" yelled Raffi, the youngest of the team. The jeep roared forward, tearing through the muddy path. The men grabbed their gear, ropes, flares, and tranquilizer guns. They could already hear the desperate cries echoing through the valley. As they reached the clearing, the sight froze them for a second. Blood glistened on the grass. The mother cow was cornered, surrounded by wolves, her sides slashed and bleeding. Her calf trembled behind her, pressed against a fallen log. "Spread out," Malik commanded. "Keep them away from the cow." The team jumped from the jeep. Their boots sank into the wet soil. The wolves turned, startled by the sudden lights and human voices, but hunger ruled their minds. They did not run. They attacked. The first wolf lunged at Raffi. He fired his tranquilizer. A sharp hiss. The dart struck. The wolf stumbled, growled, and dropped. But 3 others charged in from the side. "A left flank," shouted Malik. He fired a flare gun into the air. A burst of red light exploded, bathing the field in a crimson glow. The wolves hesitated, snarling, their eyes reflecting the burning light. The mother cow staggered, breathing hard. Her body shook, her wounds glistening dark in the glow. She looked toward the men, frightened, but still standing tall. Malik met her gaze for a second. It was not the look of an animal. It was the look of a mother. Desperate, defiant, determined. Cover her. Malik barked. Raffi and Kareem moved in with their nets. The wolves darted back into the shadows, circling again. Their growls came from all sides, low, menacing. The team could feel the sound in their bones. One of the wolves pounced from the rear. It caught Raffi's arm. He shouted in pain, swinging his flashlight into its face. The wolf's jaws snapped shut on air as he fell backward. Malik rushed forward, striking the beast with a metal pole. The impact echoed through the night. The wolf yelped and darted away. "Stay focused!" Malik yelled, voice shaking with adrenaline. "We are not losing her tonight." The cow stumbled again. Her calf cried out softly. It was a leader protecting its own. He lowered his weapon. "Enough," he whispered. The cow stood near her calf, body trembling, blood dark against her white hide. Her eyes met Malik's again. In that look was gratitude and exhaustion. She swayed once, then collapsed to her knees. Raffi limped closer to Todd. "Is she breathing?" Malik knelt beside her. He placed his hand on her side. The heart still beat, slow but strong. "She will live," he said quietly. The team worked fast. They bandaged her wounds with clean cloth, whispered soft words, moved with care. Wolves had retreated into the trees, watching from a distance. Their leader lay unconscious on the ground, surrounded by the red glow of the flare. But Malik could not shake the feeling that it was not over. The forest was too quiet, too watchful. Something else moved in that darkness. Something waiting. A distant rumble rolled through the mountains. Thunder? Or something far heavier. The earth trembled beneath their feet again. Raffi looked around, eyes wide. "Is that another wolf?" he asked. Malik shook his head slowly. "I know," he said. "That is something else." From the edge of the trees, the shadows seemed to ripple. Branches snapped and the scent of rot filled the air again, stronger this time. The wolves began to whine and back away, ears flat against their skulls. Even the unconscious alpha stirred uneasily. The mother cow lifted her head weakly. Her ears twitched, her calf pressed close, trembling. The men raised their flashlights toward the trees. The beams cut through the darkness and landed on something moving, something enormous, something ancient. A second alpha. The forest held its breath. The night was alive again, but not with sound, with tension. Every tree seemed to lean close. It studied everything. The fallen alpha, the wounded cow, the trembling calf, the men standing in a circle of smoke and fear. Malik raised his dart gun, but his hands were weak. His heart pounded so loud he could hear it in his ears. "Stay ready," he whispered. The giant wolf growled, low, guttural, like thunder trapped inside its chest. The smaller wolves whined and retreated into the woods, unwilling to defy their new leader. The air grew colder. Rain began to fall, soft at first, then heavy. Mud pooled around their boots. The mother cow rose again. Her legs shook violently, but she stood. Blood streamed down her side, mixing with the rain. Her eyes locked on the black alpha. No fear, only will. The two faced each other, predator and protector. The forest around them seemed to vanish. Only breath and heartbeat remained. The black alpha lunged. Malik fired. The dart hit, but too shallow. The beast barely slowed. It crashed into the cow, claws tearing through her shoulder. She bellowed, the sound echoing through the valley like a call to the earth itself. She swung her horns, catching the alpha beneath the jaw. It reeled back, enraged. Raffi shouted, "Take the shot." Kareem fired 2 darts. Both struck. The alpha roared, twisting in fury. Its claws slashed the air inches from Malik's face. He stumbled back, slipping in the mud. The cow charged again. Her strength was fading, but her spirit burned like fire. She struck the alpha with her full weight, forcing it back toward the ridge. It stumbled, claws scraping on the wet stone. Lightning flashed overhead. The world turned white for a heartbeat. The alpha lunged again, but the earth gave way beneath its feet. The cliff crumbled. 2. The beast fell, crashing down the slope into the darkness below. Its roar faded into the wind. Then silence. Rain poured harder. Thunder rolled across the valley. The men stood still, breathing fast, hearts hammering in their chests. Malik lowered his weapon. His eyes went to the mother cow. So, she stood motionless for a moment, then slowly sank to her knees. Her breathing was shallow. Her calf pressed against her neck, crying softly. Malik knelt beside her. He placed his hand on her head. Her skin was warm, slick with rain and blood. He spoke softly. "You saved us all. Boot us all." Her eyes met his one last time, gentle, tired, and proud. Then her body grew still. The rain washed away the blood, leaving only the sound of water and wind. The team stood in silence. No one spoke. No one moved. Even the wolves, hidden in the shadows, did not howl. They watched quietly as if mourning their fallen rival. Malik looked toward the ridge where the alpha had fallen. He knew it would not return. The valley belonged to peace again, at least for now. The men built a small mound beside the meadow. They covered it with stones and wildflowers. The calf stayed close, trembling, still too young to understand. When dawn broke, light spilled over the mountains, golden and soft. The mist lifted, revealing the valley in full. Quiet, pure, untouched again. Malik watched the sunrise in silence. The world looked the same, yet everything had changed. He turned to his men. "Let us take her calf," he said softly. "It deserves a chance to live." Raffi nodded. Kareem lifted the calf gently into the jeep. It bleated once, eyes wide, looking toward the field where its mother had stood. Malik felt a knot in his throat. He whispered, "She was braver than all of us." As the jeep rolled away, the first birds began to sing. The forest breathed again. The wolves had vanished into the trees, their tracks fading in the rain. The valley slept beneath the light of the new day. And deep in the earth below the ridge, where the rain pooled into shadows and silence, a single growl echoed once more. Faint, far away, alive.